Hello everyone, my name is Erin Slattery, and I'll be covering some of the legal and ethical issues that I found in this week's case study. To begin, I'll cover the differences between a virus and a worm. So first, a virus is triggered by the action of a host. This action might be something such as opening or downloading a corrupt file or clicking on a suspicious link in an email. Worms are different in that once they breach the system, they can act independently, so they do not require action by the host. They can enter via network connection, and they can breach and replicate without triggering an event. And then they continue to replicate and infect other unprotected devices that are on the same network. Now to cover some of the violations that I noticed while going through this week's case study. So, the physical therapist violated a number of legal and ethical principles. First, he used his home computer to compile information on his patients. This is an unsecure server, and it's at high risk for corruption or theft of patient information. The physical therapist also automatically enrolled his patients in the list that he created that corresponded to their condition, and he did so without obtaining proper informed consent to use or share their information with other patients that are included on the list that he created. And so by doing this, the physical therapist violated the eHealth Code of Ethics standards for privacy and professionalism. He violated privacy by accessing patient information at home and exposing patient information to all members of his lists. He violated professionalism by, again, having patient information outside of the organization and not conferring with his superiors about his plans to create these lists or verifying the information he was providing. The physical therapist also failed to maintain relationships as highlighted by care ethics due to the property damage that was inflicted, which damaged his patients' trust in him as their healthcare provider. Also, the format of the information that he chose was to use the patient's personal email, which is also unsecure and can be easily corrupted and targeted for hacking. Some improvements that I would suggest to the physical therapist would be to use verified information through the secure and organization-managed personal health record. This would maintain security and privacy for the patients, as well as following professional guidelines for standards and quality of information that he is providing. Personal health records have also been shown through countless research studies that it is a great way to increase patient engagement and get them involved in their plan of care. The physical therapist also could look to form some community resources and groups that he determines to be beneficial to his patient population. And in doing this, he could obtain organizational consent to form these groups or resources, as well as patient consent to have them join these groups and resources and follow the principle of informed consent. Finally, the physical therapist could emphasize trustworthy websites that his patients can use and turn to for health-related information, for questions they may have that they can't find information for on their personal health record.